Hello everybody, welcome back. Sorry I missed yesterday's video. It was a weird day. Um, but gonna be playing Vayne, who is level 11. No changes since the last video, really, with Vayne, against Viktor, the former end boss of Path of Champions. I always feel like this is when I, like, start feeling like all the runs are really real, like I could just lose at any time or whatever. That's probably because I lost to Viktor about 100 times in the last edition of this. Ooh, okay. Yipp's Genius. Yipp's Genius is one of the best powers, but you do have to build around it. So it's like you have to get it early or just happen to have a deck that works with it. We can make some big elks already, and I'm into it. 4/6 elk with toughness is huge. Absolutely gigantic. So we're gonna Yipp's Genius. We do have Vayne's 2-star power now, I suppose. I should talk about that. I mean, I'm kind of into these. Like, 1 this, 2 removal spell is big. But Vayne's level 2 or 2-star power is 1, we start with 2 mana, which is great. So now we get to just equip this Demacian Steel right away, which is fantastic. And we get to attack with it twice. Holy crap, I didn't even realize that. When an ally is equipped, get its Scout. So our turn 1 is play this elk. It is a 4/6.
Anything else?
Play this Demacian Steel, which also gives it Challenger. And we can attack. It's only got Scout for this round, but that's still absurd. I dragged it in solely just to save the time of the opponent having to, like, think and block or whatever. It doesn't take that much less time, but it does speed it up. So, our elk is gigantic. Our big friend here. Honestly, this is absurd. Just getting to attack twice turn 1 with this thing. We'll send in our good elk friend here. Scoundrel. And we get to do it again with this because now the Widowed Huntress is going to get Scout.
I just don't want to see anyone else hurt.
Now, thankfully, this is just too small, but there's a good chance we're going to lose the Widowed Huntress, so we'll find out. Well, no, actually, they don't have any more mana, so no, they're just going to take a ton. I assumed that they had the same amount of mana as us, and they don't. They're 1 short. So we're in a really good position.
Witness perfection.
Not that it's likely you lose to first levels, but this is one of the first levels that you definitely can. Like, I don't think I ever lose to the Nautilus first level, and I do once in a while to, like, very rarely to the Zed first level, but this one can just run you over once in a while, though it's not since the update, I suppose, as much. If you hear my work phone, it's just that ringing. It'll be okay. So I'm gonna use this to fight there. Not fight, but just strike there. And then I will... You know, if I wait to equip until next turn, that actually does give that Scout again, which isn't bad. I don't really care about getting another... I don't care that much about getting another Spatula. I guess we could play it, though, on just something else that I don't... Oh, but playing these on there is actually really hot. Okay. We're going to take 4, unfortunately, because we don't have a Lucid, and I don't have a way to kill that. Kill either of those. Alright, so here's what we do, right? I mean, I think normally I would play Vayne, but we're not doing it this time. I'm gonna go put
Some rock got me good.
the spatula there, put the spatula here. Actually, I guess I have enough mana still to play Vayne, so let's go it. Let's do it, why not? And then I'm going to attack with these 2, and these will pump all 3. So they're chump blocking. Now, we could tumble in a scout unit at some point, too. That would be very, very silly. We can do that on their turn if we equip something. We can use the fish fight to unequip so that we can equip. Oh my god, this is just so absurd. I'm just sitting here, like, kind of working my way through how you're supposed to play this deck, and it's like, oh, I see. The play patterns are kind of weird. But you can use the fish fight to unequip something, equip it to give it scout, and then use Vayne's tumble to get an attack in on your opponent's turn, which, because it's the first time your scout has attacked this turn, will give you the attack token, which is like a very constructed level play. Although they did it differently. They tend to just use the improvised rake, which is a lot more reliable, I'm guessing. I'm just gonna take this. I don't love it, but I didn't love any of those cards, and I don't like wasting rerolls if I can help it there. I saw ones here, and I was like, that's perfect, because all I want to do is take more ones for Yipp's Genius. But I think we just need to reroll. Now this... I'm not opposed to Bird. Bird being a 4/3 is okay. You know what? We'll do it. I think like the best Yipp's Genius support champion is Azir, because he also makes 1/1s, and his 1-drop, it makes another 1-drop. It's just all around a good time. Now, our options are kind of medium, actually. There's usually an item selection somewhere here, and none of these particularly strike my fancy. Excuse me. So we're going to draw this at the start of the game no matter what. I don't really... Actually, the Condemn is free on turn 1, which could be useful. Also, if this gets discounted by 2, it becomes a 1-drop and gets +2/+2. I didn't even think about that. That's actually really nice. I don't need it in my starting hand, but kind of one of those, like, good-to-know type moments. I don't really get the dialogue. I like, really do not get the dialogue that goes on in these levels most of the time. Like, it feels like there's supposed to be a story, and I just, like, don't know what the story is most of the time. Ah, annoying. They're gonna make this Sandstone Charger, which does kind of just brick wall us. I don't want to trade for it. They're gonna play a Lucky Find for some reason. I guess the AI is just playing out its cards, it's fine. Like, that card's just gonna die at the end of the turn, but it means that I'm not gonna attack, which is annoying. I think my headphones just fell. That's mine. My pixel buds or whatever.
Almost.
Got it.
Well, I mean, there's not particularly anything we need to do here. Our hand's kind of slow, frankly. They made a spell shield. And they're making a Sandstone Charger. Okay. The Sandstone Charger is annoying. Maybe I did need that, what's it called? I'm gonna use the fish fight just to hit this to get it out of the way. I don't really want to take 5 if I can help it. But now these are gonna trade, which is annoying, but it is what it is. Keeping Profiteer from getting units is really good because they make Lucky Finds every turn. So the worst thing that you can do, or that you can have happen, is to let them like stack up a bunch of effects onto one unit. Kind of have them build Voltron, which, like this thing, for example. Annoyingly, again though, we're not going to get to really get our attacks in. Like, I'll kill that, which is fine, but
I'm home, love.
they keep playing these like very high health or very high power things. Like, 1, I have to get rid of, and 2, I can't block without dying. It's obnoxious. So we've got Bard Chimes going in. This thing's a 3/4. I can play this dork. This dork's not bad, but I kind of like to play him on like the turns where you need to give stuff like barrier. He's a really good defensive play. He's occasionally an offensive play, I suppose. I'll do
Hand me a
this.
weapon. I've a beast to put down.
Create another lucky find. So we're gonna lucky find up this Xersai collar. Oh, this thing made a follower. Got you. What's so weird is that this thing will eventually cost 0, so that it's gonna make 0 cost Shuriman units. Weird. Weird. So we got 6 mana and 2 spell mana to work with this turn. Ooh, hello. So I'm gonna play Bard, who can already flip. That's pretty good. I feel like Bard is the worst unit at flipping or at leveling Bard in his own deck. In every other deck I play a Bard, I swear I get to flip him like the second I play him every single time. It was like Bard frequently just had like the Bard deck has to play out Bard to like actually make their. They're just I haven't even been paying attention to what they're doing. They just like put like 15 effects on one thing, I feel like, but it's still tiny, so it doesn't matter. Kind of a weird choice, computer, but you do you, I suppose. Well, I'd like to give this challenger, but for some reason they gave it -2, -0, and vulnerable. I suppose like playing this isn't terrible. Very strange. I'm gonna have to pause for just 1 second. Okay, sorry, I was recording this on my lunch, and I got a call from one of my coworkers, so I just wanted to pause after that. And then, because I was just sitting here, I autopiloted a little, so I realized, like, after a turn that that I'd just been playing. Basically, they played some stuff, and then I cosmic binding it, and it became irrelevant. So, also, for some reason, we now have a Widowed Huntress sitting in the middle of our board for no reason. But I'm going to attack and kill them. It's pretty... I promise you didn't miss that much gameplay. There just wasn't much game left to play. I just kind of like... I kind of just dragged some cards while I was sitting there on the phone, because I don't need to pay a ton of attention to play this game a lot of the time, and realized, wait, shit, I was recording. Not just like, you know, kind of idly doing whatever. So normally I probably would take this, but we're going to take Lucky Poro with the pickaxe, so this will be a 5/3 tough for 1 mana because of Yipp's Genius, so I'm into it. Now that other card would actually be really good if we can get a lot of 1-drops, but as it is there anything we want to cut? Because like going here, we don't need to heal. I think I'm going to be back up to 30 after I heal 2 from the start of the round from that power. But is there anything we don't like? The Shield of Duran is kind of bad. I think it's okay, but I don't love it. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm fine with that. We can just go cut our first card, which I pretty much always cut the first card I take, just because it's so random that it almost always feels really bad. Like, and especially before it has items, it's like, well, every other thing that I get has items, or I get put items on easily or whatever, or I just have like, and I get more copies of the cards I actually want. It's like, I'm not a fan of the first turn, the first card selection. I think it still feels bad. It's not as bad now because like eventually it becomes good, but it's not great. Now this time, unfortunately, we don't have our 1-cost equipment to make scout or to give our unit scout. So I guess we'll have to settle for just playing like 9 power on turn 1 or something. Of course, they played a 4/5. That's so annoying. I mean, sure, we'll just attack. They'll trade, I assumed? Huh. Interesting. Well, now I'm a little bit less inclined. So, I'm a little bit less inclined to play this... play Bird here, because that means they can Challenger this. Or they can Challenger Bird, and I don't want that. Because this thing has Overwhelm, it'll hit us, it'll just eat Bird. It's not... None of that sounds particularly good. No... I'm kind of interested in, like, fish fighting this. just to get out of the way. But then we have the exact same problem with this thing that we had with playing Bird. Maybe it would have been better just so we had another blocker, because now we're in this awkward position where none of our options are good here. Also can't play Vayne because this thing just kills it. She is not big enough right now. Which is kind of annoying. It got a really specific combination of Overwhelm and Challenger that makes our options annoying. Like, grr. I don't like our option. I don't like our options. I don't like them, but we're gonna play this. They'll attack. Okay, they're gonna keep this thing alive for some reason. We'll block there. We'll take one. It's okay. This is one of the levels where, like, sometimes they just randomly have draws that are super annoying because they get all these stupid random keywords for whatever the first unit they summon is. It's very obnoxious. Now, I think we are going to play Vayne.
Demons walk among us, masquerading as men.
Okay. Weird. So, now we're going to give Vayne the Spatula. We're actually playing Vayne for the first time this run. But I don't think we can actually attack the second time. Not with Vayne, anyway. We can attack with Bird. They still aren't blocking. I don't know why they really just don't want to block with this patched Porobot. Like, what is it about this patched Porobot that you're, like, so desperate to keep it alive? Very odd. So this gets Dragon? Ugh. Not Dragon, Fury. Alright, well, I'm going to unequip and just kill this, because I want this Challenger stupid Porobot out of here. Because, like, every decision I've made this game has been influenced by that dumb Porobot, you know? Like, at some point it's like let's just get rid of it. Is it? When an ally's equipped, give it. Whatever. Give it Scout. Because I want to be able to attack multiple times this turn if I can. Ooh, they gave that Stealth. Okay, well, that sucks. Block.
Say your prayers.
No.
Alright, so we took a little bit more damage, which is very annoying. But we're going to get to attack and flip Vayne this turn, which is... Oh, no, we're not, because I can't tumble. I have to tumble it in. I don't know why I thought I had the attack token already. Whatever. I mean, either way, it's still good for us. Bard could already flip. Glorious. They don't have Scout anymore. That's annoying. I can use Bard, though, to do this. So we'll flip Bard. Now 3/6. And then we're going to tumble Bard in. And equip a Spatula, which will give him Scout. Ooh, wait, but hold on. We want to attack first. I almost messed that up.
Purge with silver.
Because I can go attack, drag that there, and then they can't block anything else usefully. Okay, perfect. I guess now I could just tumble... I don't have to tumble Bard. In fact, I probably don't want to tumble Bard because he will die to the Poro thing. So we're going to tumble Vayne and equip the Spatula. I'm glad I didn't just accidentally almost mess this up.
I will release them from their pain.
But because we have now attacked with a Scout unit, we get the attack token again.
So ordinary.
Unfortunately, we can't condemn the Porobot because it got Spell Shield somewhere. Get out of here.
Swift death.
I can just attack with my 11/7, force their block. And then next turn, we'll do it again, because we can tumble and then attack with everything we put in play. Which right now we don't have a whole lot of units, and we haven't this game, but... Ooh, the chimes giving things +1/+1 is nice. This doesn't have an equipment yet. I'm going to Oh, to equip? No, we can just rotate the spatulas around on Vayne. That's fine. So I'm going to play Kind-Hearted Recruit first. I just don't want Vayne to take damage. That's the thing. Like, I'm worried about how low her health is getting, but I don't think it matters that much. Rotate the spatulas. She gets Scout. We get the attack token on their turn, which is nice. They're blocking. And then can go like that and win. Easy. We did take 5, mostly just from them randomly getting that 1/3 that gives elusive to something.
Expertly done.
Which
now to root out
it
the
happens.
next Vayne.
It's annoying, but it happens. Like, you can take some of those hits though. I think we're gonna go back to 25 or whatever. 25 is certainly a very reasonable amount of health. I don't love any of these. Like, giving ally barrier this round is okay. It's like, I mean, honestly, I kind of want this effect, just not on a 5-drop sometimes, but also I don't love the card, so... Let's see. Also, it's weird that it's giving me Frost, like, so much Freljord stuff. Like, I don't think I have any Freljord stuff. Maybe it just, like, looks at, like, this as a Poro card, and I took a Poro at some point? Weird. I think I'm gonna re-roll this pick just because I don't like it. This seems awful. I would never want to shuffle that card back into my deck. I'll take the give something barrier trick. That's pretty good. Equip me with an equipment that costs 2 or less. Now it sounds like someone's, like, drilling nearby or something. Like, maybe it's a vacuum? I can't even tell. It's just so loud. I've never heard that sound before, and I could hear it through my headphones. I don't, I want to hit one of the one... There we go. Well, you know what? We'll put it on... We'll take a Bard, then. I wanted to take the Elk, but giving it the item that it already gets from when we equip something, and we're going to equip something, is real bad. I am now okay with buying powers. We're gonna start with a student, just because starting units are good. Ooh, hello. The first time you equip an ally, forge it? Sure. I'm into this. Here, let's go. Let's just buy 3 of those. Like, this is a 5/3 that when we equip... The first time we equip something while she's in play, it forges, so the equipment gets +1/+1. Like, absolutely.
Your loyalty will be rewarded.
This deck, if, like... Now it's like I kind of want to cut some, like, high-end cards, and then I want some card draw. But... We'll see, we'll see. This hand is absolute trash. So... Not the best starting hand either. I forgot this is a 1-drop. This is going to get +2/+2 also. That's disgusting. This start is disgusting. Holy crap. I suppose now I might want to just wait, because, like... Well... I guess not. Like... Doesn't actually do anything for me to wait. I lied. Because what I was thinking was I might want to wait to play the equipment, and maybe I should have, because that would have gotten Scout. Yeah, you know what? That would have been better. But I can still just get Scout. Like, that's not a problem. So we'll attack for 5. And then we're going to get rid of Azir. Removing Azir from play is very, very good. It's like so much of his damage comes from these Sand Soldiers. Like, anytime they have the Emperor's Deus, it's actually really obnoxious, but you can't kill that, obviously.
Men die, but Shurima
Like, I
lives
wish I could
forever.
actually play this so that I could play this Cosmic Binding so I could stun him, but can't. Sadly, we cannot. So I'll just play our 1-drop, and I might leave up
Remember, it
the...
is time.
Wasn't expecting that. I guess I should have. I might just prismatic barrier or something so it can block. Sure. Take the weaponsmith apprentice. Make something big.
Oh, you're in for
I don't really need this 4/4. What are we shrinking? Probably this? Yeah, that's a good play. So their Azir lives
Stand down.
just barely. I am pretty much always happy to preserve my life total against Azir, because no matter how well you think you're doing against Azir, he can just win out of nowhere.
Kindle,
It's very
shoulder
rude.
off again.
Now we could flip Bard. We absolutely could. I want to play this golden spatula right now. See, and this is why, is that like, so you know, he just kind of casually makes some sand soldiers, makes them a little stronger, and then you're suddenly like looking at way too much damage when they play Emperor's Divide later. Why is this smaller? Oh, it's because they played the make it smaller thing on whatever that thing is called. So this is a 10-7, and this golden spatula is +5/+4. Which is actually really hard to keep track of, but annoyingly, like our attacks aren't even good, because like I can kind of like kill something, and then I can kill something again, and then I can probably like play the Faithful Watchdog, but like how much of that is good? I get in for a few damage, which isn't terrible. Sure, you know what? We'll go for it. So it's like we're probably getting rid of this weaponsmith by doing this, because they're going to block the second one there, but
Hammer, tongs, anvil.
if we do that, they'll block here, and then they'll take 8, just half their remaining life. We'll get this weaponsmith dies, but then this becomes a 1-drop. We get to equip this. How big is this wolf about to be? That is a 9/9 wolf. It's a pretty big wolf. If they do make a bunch of sand soldiers, well, not if they make them all at burst speed. Kind of obnoxious. A little rude of you. I was gonna say we could play Kind-Hearted Recruit if they played like Emperor's Divide or something, but not if they make it unblockable. I'm sorry, best boy. I really like preserving my life. Like, they're about to die, and we can just get rid of these, not take any more damage. Suppose I could have like equipped the golden spatula somewhere, but I think instead I'm just gonna try and win.
More coals.
I'll take it, easy. But like this is starting to feel like a Yipp's Genius deck, not just a like a kind of silly Vayne deck, because it's all about playing the 1-drops. Like we didn't even see Vayne that game. We saw Bard. It's only because Bard always draws himself. I didn't even play him though. Now, kind of an interesting question is whether, like, are we really a Vayne deck, or are we, like, is giving Bard something better? Because we're always going to see Bard, we're not going to necessarily see Vayne. I think, though, that, like, 4 mana for, like, a 2-5 or 3-6, even if we put this on him, he's still just not really what the deck is about. So I think I'd rather have Vayne for when we want to, like, do Vayne things. Even if, like, she just kind of becomes a, like, 0 mana... Oh, this is disgusting. Even if she just becomes like a way to create 0 mana tumbles to like make our attacks kind of constant, I think that that's still better than like kind of trying to do Bard things, because he's kind of like this like long game plan almost. We really only took him for the 1-drop, although the spell that like deal 2 and stun something has come up a couple times already. Here we're going to take round start rally. This means we attack every turn, and we already want to do that, so we don't even need to do the whole Vayne tumble thing if we don't want. To like get our second attack. We can use it to get a 3rd attack though, which is pretty nice. The deck is also pretty cheap. What are our options here? Practical Perfectionist lets us copy something. Oh, we could copy a 1-drop. Ooh, because it lets you add 3 copies of one? Like, what if we just made... I mean, the weaponsmith's not bad, the elk isn't bad. Yeah, we're going this way, though, for sure. But maybe a little bit suspect, because, like, their deck tends to make very big units, and we've had a little bit of trouble with big units so far, but... don't want any of these. I'll keep the Vayne, though. So that Vayne is big now. This hand's perfect. This is everything we want to do. So I'm pretty sure we go Weaponsmith's Apprentice. And then equip the... well,
If
equipment.
it's made of sand, I can ride it.
Interesting. So if whatever we play, they're going to likely just kill with the Rock Hopper. So maybe we actually play this.
What a shame for you!
Yeah, I was like, you're about to pull that, right? Okay.
My board!
In which case, or at which point, I'll just play this. We're not going to get the Scout attack, but this is the same amount of damage as if I had played this Demacian Steel onto the Student. And now we have the option to buy a 1-mana Scout later, which isn't terrible. Unfortunately, we don't have a way... I guess the other option was to save the mana and just attack, and then we could have gotten in 2 attacks with Vayne. That would have been hot. It's funny that I was saying that we're not really doing Vayne things, but now this hand is kind of have to do Vayne things. Save 3 mana. Also, actually, you know what? Here's why I'm going to play this, is because they make so many of that, these things, Roiling Sands, the ones that, let them... we're probably going to lose this thing, but they give things vulnerable, so getting in this Vayne while they can't give, or like they don't have any of those and can't give her vulnerable is pretty nice. Now this turn we should be able to do... We should be able to flip Vayne.
Would you look at this
Like,
place?
here's another one. Like, this
Purge
is
with
like this is just what their deck does. So if I go attack with both, they'll block here probably. Oh no, okay, they're blocking Vayne. That's perfect. Glorious. And then they play another landmark. I think they're dead. I mean, they are just dead. No, it's not. I think they're dead. They just are dead. Because we can tumble in... Oh, I forgot that we could just... I don't know why I forgot about this. Sure, why not? Let's do it. We'll swap in the Golden Spatula, just for the rub-ins. But then, if they hadn't run out of life, tragically, we would have been able to attack with Vayne here with the tumble, and then, after she flipped, attack again with the other 2. Or, I'm sorry, not after she flipped. After she was done attacking, attack with the last 2, and that would have been the 4th attack. We would have a flip Vayne and just start doing 0-mana tumble things at them every turn. Which, that's basically it. Because of the Scout thing, that's basically 3 attacks a turn, every turn. It's kind of disgusting. Does this thing happen to be a 1? No, it's a 2. Damn. I will accept getting 2 more copies of that card. Which might mean that we're going to make copies of Bird. Ooh, if we can. This is also interesting because it summons 1-drop champions. Which is really funny. I mean, I think we're gonna go with the Elks, but making 1-drop champions is also really silly, and I like it. When you summon an ally, a 5+ power ally. So Plucky Poro counts. Vayne counts. This thing counts. I think a bunch of the ones with if they come in equipped will count. Like Trifarian Might. Trifarian Might's really good. Trifarian Might's just generally a really good card, though. Alright, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to go this way for the item chest. I don't think we need the power. I mean, I guess we could get the power. But I want to... No. I want to... We have 5 elks over here. Where are you? Where's this elk? We have 5 steadfast elks. I want more items for this elk. We're going to have some stupid 1-drop elks. That's my goal. Like a studded letter to make it come into play as a 5/7 on turn 1 would be the most disgusting. Or not even on turn 1, just when we play it. Okay. That card is the one we don't need. We're going to keep all the 1-drops. Absolutely. Perfect. We got Vayne. We draw Bard. Actually, the drawing Bard is really nice, too. Just because it means that I can... sorry, train of thought went away. it means that I can like have a little bit of a longer game plan from the beginning. I won't run out of cards as easily. So normally I would not play, I wouldn't like to play something into that, but in this case it's just gonna die, so I'm fine with it. And we have the attack. Oh shoot! I forgot this thing has a Targon's Brace now. I just was thinking of it as the 4/3 quick attack, but we missed a point of damage. What does it even matter really? All right, we've got an elk friend.
Sands beneath me and winds behind me.
I'll play the Weaponsmith, who will kill the Rockhopper. And then... let's make a giant bird.
Here, let me see that.
And it got +1/+1, so it's a 4/3. So I will attack like this. This is the only unit with Scout. And then... not forget. Not that it matters too much, but we'll just attack for 23 on turn 2 or whatever. You know, simple. Casual. God, this deck is really fun. It's going to be very sad to go to the Draven run and not have Yipp's Genius and like a million 1-drops. I love Yipp's Genius. Although, I guess if you like... oh, hi. If you got this all the time, it would be a little bit less fun. It'd still be pretty fun, though. When you play a spell, grant me +1/+1. Sure. I don't know how many spells we're actually going to play, but I do like that equipment because it only costs 1. Round start, get an extra mana gem. That's really nice. That's really nice. I mean, do we just take it? I feel like we just take it. On the other hand, we could look for what I was talking about. Alright, we're gonna roll. Would I have some draw one? Not the worst. You know what? I'll take it. That'll give us just infinity 1-drops. Let's go. And we're gonna cut a card now. Honestly, as much as I hate to say... oh, you know what? Actually, it's probably Zealous Ranger Knight. We're gonna get Zealous Ranger Knight out of here. We just don't need him. If I'm gonna have cards in my hand that I'm not playing, I would rather they be a 5-drop that I might someday play and have a use for, not a 2-drop that's just kind of awkwardly sized. 2/3 is just never what you want in this game, I feel like. So don't need these. We'll keep our Bell Ringers. Unfortunately, these are the 1-drops that can't kill something, but, you know, maybe we'll fix that here. Ooh, we can also get Scout, turn 1. It's pretty hot. Viktor's going on about something. I never really understand what he's going on about. I can also play a Golden Spatula. Like, play a Golden Spatula, just attack for 6 twice? Is that the worst? Especially because holding units in hand is actually not terrible because of Bard. On the other hand, putting a Chime into the deck is also good. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'll play Bard. I'll play Bird.
What can I say? I'm an adaptable guy.
This is going to give Challenger, so I'm going to give it to Bird. Because Bird can then just kind of eat this guy. And then we attack for 10. Like, get wrecked. I don't think Viktor is going to be in this game for much longer. I'm not going to lie. The +1 mana that we get, because like from the 2-star power, just feels like it. I mean, I guess just like kind of all parts of the Buffalo. It's like literally this power, this 2-star power is so good. The giving Scout thing just means that like we get to do weird, silly things every time. Like here, I mean, I guess I can just play this, right?
Better get the forge going.
I was gonna say, like, I almost just want to, like, attack and kill it with that, but, like, I guess we can just do this, and that's better. Let's play the Golden Spatula onto our Weaponsmith Apprentice.
Right.
Attack for 9. Now we have the attack token. Again.
Hammer, tongs, anvil.
And they are almost dead. They're literally at 2, and we're gonna have the first attack next turn. So they have to have a way to stop, like 18 damage or something. I don't think they do.
More air, more coals.
And that's Viktor. So that run, This run was a little trickier at first, but then as soon as we started seeing the cards to give us more one-drops, it was kind of trivially easy. So, Yipp's genius, everybody. Who even needs your champion when you just have one-drop units? What do we get? Let's try to see, like, what do I actually get for... Oh, level 13. I think 13 is when you get the second item slot, so I'll have to figure that out before the next video. But hope you all enjoyed it. It was a pretty quick one, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!